Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to start this beautiful snowy bear to paint. And first of all, we start with the background color, which is the beautiful sky, bluey, lots of white in between, and then the branch, our cute birds sit on top, berries, and then the leaves on top. So first of all, we just need the blue and white and finish the background. I'm going to start painting on a wood panel, and that's the wood like 6 by 6 inches. Any kind of size or any canvas, wood, paper, anything that you're comfortable, you can start work on it. I really love the texture of wood because it's so smooth, and this size is nice and cute for bird. So let's first of all mix the paint. I'm going to take white color with palette knife and I'm going to mix with blue color. I would like to use white pure blue and then the mixture of both of them to reach lighter blue. So this is my paint, and I'm going to start, because of brush stroke that you can see it's like this angle, so we are going to start the same technique. I take white blue mix color, start from the center, apply like this way, and then move toward up or down, both are fine. Then at the same time pure white color would be great to apply. So take again blue color, pure white color, especially on the center it's more brighter, because of that I use more white color on the center, and let it mix together, because light blue and white are both wet, they can mix very well together. And then I can switch into pure light blue color, and you can see it's too darker than the rest, but I can bring more lighter blue in between and let it mix together. Okay, and then from the other side I'm going to start with the white color to wet the edge, and it's lovely to use really heavy paint on top because it's absorbed very fast. When you use heavy paint, you can have time to bring another paint to mix together and not let them mix, not let them actually dry and have edges in your paint. So I recommend to do more heavy texture. So the top part it's more darker, I prefer to make it a little bit more dark when it's still wet, and the bottom part so much lighter, so light blue, and then mix with white color. Okay, and then we can wait everything on the background get completely dry and be ready for next part. For next part I'm going to add this bigger or thicker branches and then this smaller one on top and around it. Then I am going to place my cute bird on the center, but this is a little bit like a rectangle shape. My canvas is a square, so I try to place it a little bit lower and then have more space for my bird and then the rest of my leaves. So first of all I'm going to mix the brown with white color because we need this pure brown and we need a little bit brighter than that, so I mix this with the white color and give me exactly the one that I'm interested for. So I can do with smaller size of brush or even with the same brush that we already have. So I'm going to start with this darker color first and place the top of my branch here draw one line, and then I can make it more thick and even more amount of paint to add more thickness on it. I don't need to be clear in a line because it's a branch, it's tree nature, so it's not really perfect. We can do a little bit up and down, make it look like the real tree, like this shape. You can use the tip of brush for that, and even you can add a little heavy texture to make the tree a little bit heavier, the branch actually. And then from this part, make it division, come down, and then we add the leaves on it. And for the top part, we actually have one line here and one line there. If I want to draw the line, I go with the tip of brush, the pointy part and the liney part. And even I have the branch for the cherries here, very narrow, or we can do with actually round and pointy brush. Both are okay. It depends. You can go with the line of your flat brush or pointy brush, any of them which is comfortable. And randomly add some branches. Make it look like a broken line. Try to be more narrow. So I'm okay with that. Then I would like to add this branch here. Come up, come down, divided into different sections. Sometimes happen the branch get a little bit thick, but it's okay. When we bring the leaves around, it can cover it and disappear all this thickness that we created with the brown. So I'm going to add this brown, lighter brown here as a line on top of this this thicker branch to make it more look like the real one. And I've used the tip of brush again to make it liney. Just back and forth. Sometimes it happens you do overwork, then you can bring back with the brown to cover this. So that's enough, I think. A little bit more here. And then we can apply for the leaves around that. So before adding the leaves, I would like to go through the bird and first of all draw this bird here, place it here, and then make sure about the size of it, and after that I can apply for the rest. This is look like an egg shape. If you see, it look like an egg shape, and the wing here, the tail here, and it looked like facing up toward these cherries. So a little bit we follow with the egg shape. So I'm going to draw it with one color. It doesn't matter, any color, like blue. I choose this one. A little space here between the branch because of place of fit. And then on the top, this is the head. I first of all go with that simple shape like a head, a little bit come inside, and then the chest and the rest. So This look like that. This look like an eggshell actually. Then we can make it more accurate. We can separate the wings, separate the tail and the head actually. So add a little tail here. We can add the wing a little longer here with one color, and then we can make it perfect as a layers. So add a tone for the head because the head is bluey, but I know there is a lots of value and colors on that. And the eye is supposed to be here. The beak is facing up, and here this is reddish color, and the other side of the wing is on the bottom part like that. So one foot here, one foot there. I can do it later. I just want to do a quick drawing for my bird. Even I can make it a little bit bigger or smaller later. Not smaller, we can do that if you want, but I think it's a good size, maybe a little bit bigger. Now I would like to apply for the leaves and the cherries. So I'm going to add red, yellow and green because red is okay, you can directly use that, but I would like to have another value, so I can mix it with yellow and make the new color, which is more look like orangey tone and brighter. So it depends how much red and yellow you use. I try to make more yellow mixed with the red because red is so strong. Even I can take a little white as well to make it brighter, and then use it even not just in cherry, I can use on a chest of here on my bird as well, a little bit brighter. More yellow. Actually this yellow is full for the orange color, so I don't need to keep it. So this is good for cherries and the chest of my bird. The green is okay. I can make a little bit lighter with white color. When you mix white with anything, it can make it lighter. Sometimes it's nice to use yellow to make it warmer as well. But for this one, it's so cool. We don't need to add really yellow on it. And use the green directly. Or we can make a little bit darker to mix with black or brown. We have already brown, so I mix with the brown. So these are all the colors we need for the leaves and cherries. So I take my smaller size of brush. We can do with pointy brush or we can do with this flat brush. I really interested with that one. So tip of brush, straight to the canvas, draw the small line close to each other and make it busy. You can even use heavy paint. Take lighter color in between, but prefer to start with one tone, finish it, and then move the other. And I love to take heavy texture because I want to be visible. After it gets dry, we can touch and feel this nice and heavy texture later. That's so cool when you shape the leaves be really thick. Just tip of brush would be helpful. So anytime you feel happy with your leaves, then you can leave it and move on the other part. So I can use a little lighter tone in between as well. There is not much light green, but a little bit would be nice. So then even here I have to do some. and shape the leaves the way that you are happy with. In between, it's okay to add a little lighter or darker tone. Okay, so I will leave it like that. Now I'm going to move on for this branch, which is more busy with leaves. This long shape of leaves. Just very fast, randomly try to use heavy texture of paint, and even if with texture it sits on top of the canvas would be great. So move on to add more and more and cover everywhere with this beautiful shape of leaves and make the painting more interesting. The reason I choose a square shape of canvas because everything has a pressure beside each other, and it's so cute when you draw the bird in this colorful landscape with the green, with the reddish cherries, and then the nice and bluey sky would be really lovely. So then the darker tone somewhere, not everywhere, randomly just it's nice to see the painting with different colors, so I don't want to use just one green. And I prefer to bring light and dark and make it more interesting. With this lightness and darkness. And yeah, that's so cool. Now it's time to shape the cherries, and it's just with a round brush, pointy brush. Take red and make the nice circle for this one. For each part of the leaf, you can spread some reddish color, make a nice and lovely circle-y. And I can go with this one too. Light and dark red, both. It's nice. And then clean the brush, just take a little bit pointy of white. I want to make a shine on each of them. With the pure white color, we make a shine. And make it interesting for our cute birds. I finished with the environment and just my little bird is left, so I would like to work on this one. I would like to fix a little bit the shape around and then add this like a wavy like you know, the bird has hair like it's a feathers. I want to make this shape of feathers. First of all, go with this part and then the rest. We need some colors, light and dark, and then we can finish it with our beautiful mixture of colors. So we already have this two red. We have light blue color. We need to make a little darker blue, so I take my blue, mix with brown to make it a little darker tone, and pure blue more. That's the good one. Even I can mix a little bit of light blue with white to make it lighter, to make those feathers more interesting. So we need the brown. We already have everything in our palette, so we don't need to fix or add a lots of paint for that. Just clean the brush very well. I prefer to start with this part, the chest. I go with the reddish color, shape it, and I'm going to add heavy paint because I want to make a texture. I love texture. You can go with heavy paint, leave it sit on the canvas or any surface you work, which is so lovely. And on the edge, I'm going to use tip of my brush to shape it more accurate. And even I can make the shape of feathers easily. And now with this lighter tone, randomly add some texture in between. Clean it, and then with the pure white color, just some line help me to make these feathers more accurate. Like that. Now when I want to come down, I use this darker blue that I mix with the brown. From the other side, bring it top. And now the next part is this dark blue. And bring here, a little bit here on top, and I'm going to use the tip of brush to make a little bit more heavy texture on it and shape it exactly the way that I really interested to be, with more feathers. And in between, I would like to add a little bit more like a dark color. I have a brown, but I think black is more interesting to add and more helpful. So a little bit more black. Even the tip of brush use on a beak to make it more pointy. Here on the wing and tail I can use the pure black. Then bring it like a feathers on top. Even on the wing I can add some. And then the feet, I would like to place it with the black. And even the wing, the feathers actually, with the blue. Make it more interesting when you add light and dark in between. On the neck part, on the top of the head, even a little brighter color as a white tone here. Like this. Even some lighter tone here. And then even I can add a little more brighter tone on the wing, a little white color, mix with that. Back and forth with these colors to make the bird more look like the real bird, look like the feathers, and even more interesting. Just we need to add more and more stroke, even to make it heavy, to make it more nice. And then even with the round and pointy brush, I would like to make the shape of eye. Just a circle of eye. It's here. And the pointy part, even the shine with one line. It's wet actually, sometimes it's not easy to handle it with just one white color on top of the wet surface of black, but I would like to do like this. Even clean the brush. Let me again clean it with white color, dilute it into that. Everything is wet, maybe because of that it's not move easily. Under the eye, I shape it, and then even try to add more stroke here, even more lighter stroke here. Okay, I think we are colorful with our bird. Even a little bit thickness of wing here I want to show with this color. And the wing on the bottom part, it's nice to make it black and more visible. Okay, yep, that's cute, and I think we are okay with that. We can call our painting is nice and done. So thank you so much again for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this beautiful painting, cute painting, and hope to see you next time. Thank you, bye.